Hey there, Divine. Welcome to Sheree Divine, where I help other Black women find their confidence in putting themselves first, all while I prepare to live abroad. In this segment, I will be discussing three must visit Black owned restaurants in Charleston. This trip was originally a solo trip. Yeah, I periodically take a solo trip, and I've done so a few times, and I've done a few abroad. And here is why. I can be in charge of my decisions. I don't have to check in with anyone to see if it's something that they want to do or they want to eat. Number two, I could be as selfish as I want. If I don't want to buy it, I don't have to buy it. If I don't want to go there, I don't go there. Simple as that. Number three, every time I go on a solo trip, I have learned something new about myself. And number four, which is probably the most important, it's a form of self care for me. I'm all about that now. Although it was originally a solo trip, my husband somehow decided to come along. Somehow he made his way, but he knew the rules. Okay, he knew the rules. Now let's get back into these three must visit Black owned restaurants. Okay. So let's say I am in Charleston. Charleston is Charleston is a city that is full with vibrant culture and history, and one of the best ways to experience this is through its food scene. So without further ado, let's dive into the first restaurant on my list. The first restaurant on my list is Hannibal's. This restaurant, this restaurant was the first restaurant that had me say, "Oh yeah, I'm about to eat good while I'm here." And like I say, that was Hannibal's. Hannibal's is located in West Ashley, and Hannibal Kitchen is known for its delicious soul food dishes. Delicious soul food dishes. Their menu features a variety of dishes such as fried chicken, mac and cheese, collard greens, and cornbread. Hannibal's Kitchen has been serving up hearty meals for about 40 years, maybe over 40 years, and their dedicated customers speak to their amazing food and friendly service. Hannibal's was so bomb. My husband and I got takeout the night before we were to leave Charleston. Yeah, it was that. Their fall off the bone turkey wings had me hooked at first bite. And the gravy? Okay. Next up is Gilly's Seafood. This family-owned restaurant has been serving up low country inspired dishes since 2017. And they are a family using their family recipes. And let's not forget to mention they're open 6 days a week. Their menu features a variety of seafood dishes like crawfish, salmon cake patties, and fried catfish. Y'all know if some people just don't know how to fry catfish or fix crawfish. But anyway, they also specialize in soul food classics such as collard greens, fried okra, mac and cheese. Gilly's food will transport you back to grandma's house on Sunday afternoon after Sunday school and church service. Okay. You can tell that their food is made from scratch. Like the old saying said, like the old saying says, they dip their toe in their food. My absolute favorite part of Gilly's was the grandma wall. The wall is dedicated to all grandmothers, and I just love how they thought to honor the monarchs of any family. Went to my heart. Okay, but I must tell you this: get the cornbread, get the cornbread. One more time, get the cornbread. Okay, my final restaurant on the list is Rodney Scott's Barbecue. I knew I must visit this barbecue joint after seeing the story of how it got started. How resilient this man was from being told by a classmate during graduation that he never amount to anything but running the family barbecue joint for their very small town, to getting pushback from his father about trying to change some things up at the restaurant. You know how we do. He even overcame the original pit catching on fire, being destroyed, and yeah. And so and then he even had to leave to go on a barbecue tour. Love that. Once again, I have to say the resilience and what sold me on having to stop by this spot. The restaurant is owned by a James Beard award-winning, I always messed it up. A James Beard award-winning pitmaster, Rodney Scott, and he's known for its mouth-watering barbecue. From their famous whole hog sandwiches to the slow-cooked ribs, Rodney Scott's barbecue is a must-visit for any barbecue lover. They also have a variety of sides, such as potato salad, coleslaw, and baked beans. All right. In conclusion, Charleston's food scene is definitely diverse. And these Black owned businesses, Black owned restaurants offer a unique and delicious experience that you should definitely check out. From Hannibal's to Gillies to Rodney Scott's barbecue. You will not be disappointed by the delicious food and warm atmosphere offered by these establishments. Okay? You're not going to be. You're not going to be. But before we end, I have to do an honorary mention of Gullah Tours, hosted by Mr. Alfonso Brown. Mr. Brown takes you through Charleston as he explores the history of the city, but he not only explores the history, the stories are relevant to the contributions of Blacks, the contributions made by Blacks, and not whitewashed at all. He talked about the old slaves mart, the Sweetgrass Market, the Underground Railroad, Emmanuel African Methodist Episcopal Church, Hexes, Fixes, and Roots, and so much. He talked about so much more African heritage and history. I loved how he also incorporated his Gullah heritage and language throughout the tour. This tour is an absolute must. That is it for traveling Charleston while Black. Thank you guys for tuning in, and until next video, make sure that you strive for absolutely positively nothing less than excellence. Bye.